Okay, Bayes theorem example. Okay, a banking executive is studying the role of trust in creating customer advocates and how valuable trust is to the overall banking relationship. So based on study results, the executive has determined that 44% of the banking customers have complete trust, okay, in their primary financial institution, 49% have moderate trust, 7% have minimal trust. Okay, so when it comes to trust, there are three possibilities, and that collectively exhausts all possibilities. And they are mutually exclusive because you cannot have complete trust and also moderate trust. So the prior probabilities are now given 44%. Remember, the percentage sign doesn't mean the content of the cell is 44. It is Excel displays as percentage, but the cell content is 0.44. 49% and 7%. For this to be true, the sum should be equal to 1. Then only this will be valid. And it is. Okay, so 100%, which is 1. So that's good. Now, the conditional probabilities from the recommend. Um, so the second event is recommended that primary financial institutions are not. Okay, so it is whether these customers recommended their financial institutions of the banking customers that have complete trust. Okay, so that's this group. Okay, 68% are very likely. So that this is from the survey. 68% are very likely to recommend their primary financial institution. Okay, so this is the second event, whether they will recommend or not. Okay, so the conditional probabilities are given that the individual has complete trust. What is the probability that that individual will recommend their primary financial institution? So that's 68%. Okay. The probability among the moderates, okay, what is that same probability? So that's 20%. Among the minimum or no trust, right, only 3% would recommend. So these are the conditional probabilities. So joint probability is the product of these two. So the conditional probability times the marginal probability. Okay, now if you add this up, that will give you the probability of the event, that one. Okay, so this is probability of recommend. So this is probability of recommend. Now the posterior probabilities will be that divided by that, and remember this has to be absolute referenced. So let's give 2 decimal places. Copy. Now let's put the border back. We want to make it appear nice and clean. Now if you sum these, okay, we can copy that. It should equal 100%. So what are these probabilities? So this is probability of complete trust given they recommended their primary financial institution. So these are the posterior probabilities. Probability of moderate trust given they recommended their primary institution. This is probability of minimum or no trust given they did recommend. So going from prior probability to posterior probability, so that's our base theorem.